If she's avoiding sex, it's not because she's not attracted to you. It's because she's exhausted from carrying the weight that you were supposed to hold. Like, real talk. You're not in a relationship anymore. She's in a relationship with herself, and you're just kind of there. You ever feel that shift? Like one day you wake up and she's cold, not mean, not angry, just distant. Like the light in her eyes is gone. She's not reaching for you. She's not kissing you like she used to. Sex feels awkward, forced, or maybe just as non existent. So you start spiraling. Did I mess up? Did she stop loving me? Is it me? Is it her? But here's the truth that most men never actually get to hear. She didn't stop loving you. She stopped feeling safe to be your woman. Because somewhere along the way, she became your mother, and no woman on earth wants to fuck her child. Look, I'm not here to shame you because I've been that guy. Oblivious, confused, wondering why she wasn't lit up anymore. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. And if you actually want to turn things around, it starts with owning this first part. And hey, if this is already hitting something close to home and you're realizing shit, like, I've been doing this, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe. Not for the algorithm, but for you. Because I drop stuff like this all of the time. Straight up truth that most men never hear, but need to. So if you're ready to lead better, to love better, and actually be the man she can trust again, stick around. So let's break this down. She's not tired. She's just done being in charge of everything. And I'm not talking about just the chores or work or whatever. I'm talking about the emotional and mental load of the relationship. She's the one making all the plans. She's the one checking in on how you're feeling. She's thinking 10 steps ahead while you're just reacting there in real time. She's managing the calendar, the kids, the finances, and probably your emotional state too. And when she tries to bring it up, you either get defensive or shut down, or you'll say you'll do better, but you don't. So now she's sitting there thinking, I can't rely on him. I can't relax around him. I have to hold everything, even him. And that right there, that is what kills attraction. Because when she feels like your mother, when she's forced to be the one leading, directing, and fixing and guiding, then she starts to resent you. Not because she's angry, but because she's exhausted. And here's what most men don't get. A woman can't be in her feminine, soft and open and sensual if she's trapped in a masculine all day just to keep the ship afloat. It's not about her libido. It's not about how often you have sex. It's about whether she feels safe enough to surrender to you. And if she doesn't, well, that's not on her. That's on you. And this is the part that no one ever talks about. A woman can't stay soft and loving and open and sensual if she's constantly having to be strong. You want her to be playful, flirty, wild in bed. You want her to greet you at the door with a smile and want to devour you. That version of her doesn't exist when she's in survival mode. And survival mode looks like this. It's always being on alert, always having to plan, always scanning for what's not working, always picking up the slack because you keep saying, I'll get to it, and you never do. And yeah, she can do it. Most women, they're strong as hell, but that's not the point. The point is, she's not supposed to stay there. She wants to be soft. She wants to relax. She wants to feel held physically, emotionally, energetically. But how can she relax when she's the one holding everything? How can she let go, drop in and surrender when she doesn't trust that you'll catch her? Because that's the thing, man. This isn't about dominance. It's not about control. It's about leadership. And leadership just means that she can trust you. Trust that you'll follow through. Trust that you're aware of what's needed. Trust that you can make decisions without her having to ask. Trust that you've got the bigger picture in mind and not just the next 5 minutes. And if she doesn't feel that, she'll protect herself. She'll close her heart. She'll stay in that guarded masculine energy because someone's got to run the show. And if you won't, she will. But the cost is attraction. The cost is intimacy. The cost is polarity. The thing that makes her want to rip her clothes off instead of just roll her eyes when you walk into the room. This is why being a nice guy doesn't work. You can be polite, agreeable, helpful, and still leave her feeling that she's completely unsafe. Because you're not rooted, you're not taking initiative, you're not holding the relationship, you're just floating in it. And women don't get turned on by floaters. They get turned on by men who lead, not with ego, but with presence, with direction, grounded fucking clarity. Look, if she's gone cold, if she doesn't look at you the same, if she doesn't need you anymore, that's not her being selfish, that's just her adapting. She got tired of waiting for you to step up, so she stopped waiting. She stopped asking, she stopped feeling. Because it's safer for her to shut down than to keep hoping that you will suddenly become the man that she thought she was building a life with. And I know this stings, but you need to hear it. Because the version of you she fell in love with was decisive. He was intentional, he was present. Maybe not perfect, maybe still figuring it out, but you were in it. You had drive, you had direction, you had the fire in your eyes. But now you're just coasting. You're numb, passive, letting her run the ship while you zone out. You pull away, scroll, blame work, blame stress, blame her. But bro, she didn't sign up to raise you. She signed up to build with you, to grow alongside a man, not to carry one. And if she's acting like she doesn't care anymore, it's probably because she doesn't feel safe to care anymore. Let that sink in. It's not too late, but it is on you now. This is the moment where you either wake up and rise or you keep drifting until she stops waiting altogether. And you wake up one day wondering why she doesn't even look at you like a man anymore. And I'm not saying this to scare you, I'm saying it because this is the moment, the gap between who you are and who you could be. She feels it. And whether she says it out loud or not, she's waiting and watching to see if you're finally going to close it. So what do you actually do with all of this? Well, you don't fix it by buying her flowers. You don't fix it with a big apology and promises to try harder. You fix it by growing the fuck up. Start leading yourself every single day. Get clear on your direction. Take ownership of the things you've been avoiding, like show up with presence instead of guilt. Make decisions instead of waiting to be told what to do. Start being the man you told her you were. Not to impress her, not to win her back, but because it's actually who you want to be. When you start leading with strength and not ego, but this grounded clarity, she feels it. And that's when she starts softening again. That's when she exhales. That's when her body starts responding. That's when intimacy returns. Not because you forced it, but because she finally feels safe enough to relax around you again. That's the spark you're trying to get back. It never left. It was just buried under the weight that she was never meant to carry. So carry it. Show her, not through words, but through action, that you've got this, that you've got you, that she can finally lean into your presence again without fear that she'll fall. Because that's what makes her crave you. That's what reignites the attraction. That's what makes her want to give to you again with her body, her heart, her devotion. But only if she trusts that you're back. I'll see you tomorrow.